Well, that is it for the caravan. So on to day 4 of the trip. I'm going to head home now. Again, not entirely sure what I'm doing. The only thing I have got planned, I'm going to head up through Dartmoor, across to the top coast, and then through Exmoor. And then after that, yep, it's just going to be completely random. So I did actually stop for fuel, and having looked at the sat-nav, I decided to sort of circumnavigate Dartmoor. It was going to take up too much time, would have taken me way out of the way, added too much time into the journey, and I wanted to get home in good time really, so yep, just had to skip that part, but still had a nice little adventure. So it wasn't long before I hit some very heavy rain. It's probably the worst of the weather I'd seen, like the whole 4 days, but mentioned before with the Hornet, this bike can handle it. It does have a good solid rain mode, which tightens up the traction, eases off the throttle. As you can see, it was really affecting the camera. Unfortunately, I can't see that while I'm riding, so it would have been the stop before I gave that a good wipe down. And after a good couple of hours ride through nasty weather, I arrived in Lynmouth. So this was going to be my first little stop on the way home. As you can tell, it's very windy down by the coast, but check this out now. There was some beautiful views around here. As you can see, I went into typical tourist mode, and the first thing I did when I stopped was get some good pictures. Who can blame you when there's a view like that? Well, we're 2 hour ride. Finally got to Lynmouth. I abandoned going through Dartmoor because it was way too long when I looked at the map. It was adding way too much onto the journey, so we just decided to come here. I've got to say, absolutely stunning. What a place. I wasn't planning on staying here. It's just supposed to be just kind of a stop and then sort of move on, but I think I'm going to have to stick around for a bit and explore. Just look at this. And this is the Walker statue in Lynmouth. It's been there since 2017. They do suggest that you shake hands with the Walker and share it with the world. And then I discovered the Cliff Railway. It's actually the UK's only water-powered, well, fully water-powered railway. It was built over 100 years ago in 1888. It's actually the world's highest and steepest water-powered railway. So it actually has 862 feet of track, and it goes to 500 feet of elevation. So as you saw there, as the other car went past, I tried some trickery with my Insta360 camera. So this is all one shot. It's just done with the invisible selfie stick. I love using this camera. I use it for all my bike footage when I'm out and about walking, so I just have that one camera at the moment. And this is all still the same shot, just done in the edit. So finally disembarked, and I was cold, wet and hungry at this point, so it's time to go and get some nice breakfast food. I am absolutely starving now. Didn't have any breakfast food, so I've had to go for a tuna sandwich. It'll do. I'm hungry. We'll get that, and then we'll go and have explored the village just up there. Well, that is going to get devoured. Look at that view. And of course, if you see a giant chair, there's only one thing you can do, right? Well, sadly I was dethroned by the queue of people waiting to have their turn, so I thought I'd head down into Lynmouth village. I'm actually taking a walk through the village now. I've got to say, this place is absolutely stunning. Never would have thought to come here. Other than just looking on the map. Sort of picking a point to go, like near the coast. So I'm taking a walking path down. Thought it'd do me good. Bit of exercise. After being sat on a bike for hours. I'm kind of regretting it. Still quite knackered even though you're going down. But want to do something a bit different than the cable car. Ooh, this way. Plus, you know, it's £3.50 each way on the cable car. Not that expensive, but you know, all adds up. Look at that view. I mean, you can't see it on the video, but you can actually see Wales just across the way there. Like Swansea and Cardiff. So we're just going a bit further down the coastal path now, and then just come across these. Very cool, very creepy. She's like, hey, I just want to play with you and eat your soul. Oh, kitty. Or fox, maybe. Nah, I think it's a cat. And then this guy's either sunbathing or strangled himself. I'm not too sure. Oof. So this is one of the few bridges I came across as you walk down that coastal path that crosses the train tracks. So you do get a really good view with the trains like crossing over. We're heading to that lower bridge down there as well soon. No, I said it's easier on the way down. It's that steep. It kind of forces you to go down. Oh god. This is not good in biker boots. Yep, so here at the lower bridge you can just about see the upper one that I crossed a minute ago. Let's give everyone a good wave. Hello! Ooh, and this is the end of the path. Ooh. There was a house in New Orleans. Oh, finally. You see, this is the thing I love about having a bike. I never would have come here in my car. Wouldn't have even thought to do it. Just look at this. Look at this. stunning is not the word. So I made a quick trip to the souvenir shop, bought myself a reminder patch, just like the one I got from the cafe. I did pick up one at Land's End actually, forgot to mention that on my previous video. But it was time to head over to Exmoor, well, through Exmoor, down the coast again. I'd actually barely got up the road when I stopped to take some pictures at this viewpoint and to have a cheeky lemon bonbon. So I got up to passing through Exmoor. Although the weather wasn't particularly great here at this point, again misty, somehow just adds to the atmosphere when you're riding through these kind of places. I saw the opportunity just to pull in and just take in some of the views from up here. It did look really stunning, so I just had to stop. It's really strange that the weather just seemed to clear up just as I stopped here. Like the blue sky just came, and I actually stopped here for about 5 minutes just admiring that view. It's just a really good moment. Just really cleared my head and just made me realise how much I just love being out on this bike. So I was looking for just one final stop before I hit the main stretch of motorway, which would take me all the way back home. So I found this little place called Blue Anchor Bay. Pretty sure one of these beaches is one of the ones I could see from up on that hill before. So again, I found this on the map. Looks like an interesting spot. Smuggler's Inn. Very piratey. Oh, looks like you do actually have to go down into the Smuggler's Cave to gain. So some actual pirate themed stuff here. I did mention in my last video actually that I didn't see any pirates around Penzance, which is ironic because I wasn't actually riding through Penzance. Due to a technical error and my own failed research, that last video I was actually driving through Mousehole, so that was actually Mousehole Harbour in the previous video, not Penzance. I did ride around Penzance, but my sat-nav kind of took me the wrong way. So after a refreshing pineapple and lemonade, without the rum sadly, not totally piratey, but I was refreshed and back on the road, and I was just going to head over to the motorway now, and it was just going to be all boring stretch of motorway all the way home, so obviously not going to show you that, but it's just dull. Still about 3 hours from home, but quick stop at services, which is absolutely around. So good job they've got motorcycle parking now. Huh. Never seen that motorcycle before though. Looks like this is a common theme at service stations. So after 4 days, a lot of stops, 1,000 miles, it was time to get the Hornet back home and get myself a well-earned rest. But all joking aside, that was a cracking adventure around Cornwall and the surrounding areas. 4 days, 1,000 miles of riding, or almost 1,000 miles on the Hornet. What a phenomenal bike. I was already in love with this bike, and now I just love it even more. Can't wait for the next adventure on her. Maybe the Scotland 500 next year, hopefully. I've got to say, all weather, all roads, absolutely fantastic bike. But my one gripe, and it's a major one, is just how filthy it gets at the back. Like, I know that's inevitable, especially riding around the distance I've been doing the last few days, but this is just awful. What an oversight by Honda. You definitely need to put on a mudguard as standard on the 2024 model. I'm going to have to invest in one of those. But yeah, that's been a really good trip. I've worn out my jeans and definitely worn out my boots. I'm going to have to get a new pair of boots, that's for sure, after this one. But thank you very much for watching, if you watched all the vlogs. I really enjoyed doing these. It was absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for the next adventure. Once again, thank you very much for watching. And as always, don't forget to bike and just ride. I'll see you for the next one, guys.